Hello everyone, and welcome to my reaction to Kengan Omega Chapter 203. As always, before we get into this week's chapter, if you haven't already, definitely sure to like and subscribe. I'd like to try and hit at least 100 likes on this week's reaction, and according to this infograph that YouTube sends me, a pretty sizable chunk of you who watch my videos are not subscribed, so be the change I want to see in the world, and hit that subscribe button. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get right into the chapter. Chapter 203, The Underground. Wonderful AI-generated city there, Darrow. So we got a bunch of dudes that have the exact same model of firearm, some dude with spears. Everyone just going around minding their own business. Seeing more and more heavily armed guys. Yeah. The fighting might break out sooner than expected. I'm wondering if this guide has, presence suppression. Is he also a fairly powerful fighter? I mean, I imagine if you're a fucking tour guide for the inside, you're probably at least kind of decent at throwing hands with people. We don't have time to get caught in any unnecessary fights. Take us by the shortest route possible. Yeah, I know already. I already figured out the route. Nice. A good guide. The situation's dire. We'd be wise to avoid the surface. The surface? You don't mean... We're going through the underground. And just so we're clear, I'm leaving behind any stragglers. What, do we have subway mutants here? We just had to go into the underground. Is it really that bad? The underground? Well, it's traveling on the surface, I guess. We have a subterranean city. Nice. It's fucking Zion. Excellent. What the fuck is this? It's called the Underground. They say that it was dug by miners, though when is anyone's guess. Well, this is cool. I would, well, actually, in theory, I wouldn't mind living in some kind of subterranean city. However, one must account for things like the lack of fresh air, and then the various things that come about as of a consequence of that. That, and, there is the occasional risk of a cave-in or something. So, subterranean city, cool in theory, probably not super pleasant in practice. The underground has paths that lead outside the wall. It's getting harder and harder to get outside from the surface, so I exclusively use the underground. You go to the outside? Interesting. The underground spreads out across the entire inside. As long as we know the route, we can get to the disrupted territory faster than going on the surface. So it is like the subway. Doesn't that mean you could attack another ward by going through the underground? If you did that, you'd make an enemy of all the wards. You'd be pushing up daisies in no time. I haven't heard someone use that description for being dead in a while. So they couldn't use it even if they wanted to. I guess that's a sort of deterrence. Exactly. You'd even make the residents of the underground your enemy. You mean there are people who live in the underground? Yeah, people who have a hard time fitting in on the inside go underground. People who have a hard time fitting in on the inside, the place made for outcasts and miscreants. I wonder what sort of colorful characters live down here. But most of the people on this layer are from the surface. This layer? You mean there are layers below us? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, there are 4 layers as far as I know. Rumor has it there are even more below that, but I've never been here. What is this, an Underdark adventure? The second layer is a passageway for the surface dwellers, and the 3rd layer is a market between the surface and the underground. I don't know about the 4th layer. Hardly anyone from the surface is curious enough to go down there. But I hear there are thousands of people who live in the underground. Whoa, you're kidding me. So if you add it all up, the inside is massive. A lot of people not paying taxes. God bless. So, what now? Did you scout out the route to the disputed territory through the 2nd layer? Of course I have. We'd better hurry. As soon as shots are fired up above, the 2nd layer will be tougher to get through. And you don't want to go down to the 3rd layer, do you? I mean, maybe if it's a marketplace, they may have some cool items they're selling. Himura, Not that I doubt your buddy, but... Oh, don't worry. I've never worked with him before, but he's got the skills to pay the bills. I would imagine, considering no one fucking noticed he was there until it was announced that he was there. Ever hear of the Gato group? What, the cat group? Gato? The cat group? Are they supposed to be cat-like? Does this man have feline instincts? Who hasn't? Aren't they the biggest crime syndicate in Japan? I think it was about 5 years ago that the Don and the Capos got arrested and the group split up. You guessed it, the Gato group was brought down by none other than Nameless. What implied that? What implied that? Now he does odd jobs here in the inside. The General's his benefactor. He'd never do anything to betray him. And then, for some reason, this transition we're getting at the bottom of the page leads me to believe that maybe he would betray him. In the disputed territory, hey, it's that guy! What the fuck was your name again? Were you Ogi or Tenjin? I finally found you. You're not getting away this time. Who is this man? Gao Mukaku. Where is Gaoryuki? Okay, this is Ogi. So you managed to track me down, have you? Impressive. Nothing to it. Gao does not look as fucking thick as he used to. He is not as wide, not as broad in the shoulders. I sent my men all across the inside, but I never heard back from the ones in charge of this area. Even an idiot could have figured it out. Oh? Are you talking about the outsiders who were loitering around here? They annoyed me, so I got rid of them. I've been told that you're expendable, so let's play. Now, hold on. I'm not in the mood for games. Told? By who? The head of the worm? Ogi, I would not be fighting the creator of the Nico style. I just don't think that's a very good idea. I don't really see the benefit of it. Or by Shen Wulong. So you know. Answer me, boy. Is that son of a bitch in the inside? You're not talking very highly of him. Is he the one that killed the Nikos? Ogi rushes in. What is that stance, by the way? Is that just like a karate stance? He? I'm not entirely sure. What would this be a jab of some kind? I don't know, but he goes for like a body shot. And he's grinning like a maniac, and his hand is absolutely fucking obliterated. This is a good page, by the way. I like this page. Got a good feel to it. Especially that top panel there. Looks nice. Gauss-style armor clad. And root cutter. And he hit him with a karate trap to the neck. His neck's broken. See what I'm saying, Ogi? You should not fight a guy that people consider to maybe possibly be top of the verse. It's a really bad idea. You're dead. I thought I told you. I'm not in the mood for games. Yeah, I'm not in the mood for games, so I'm gonna fight you very seriously. This is what happens when someone who's presumably at the level of, like, Nidon tries to fight someone who's, like, fucking actual top tier. Weren't you listening, numbnuts? And then he... Did he smash Ogi's head inside of his chest cavity? Oh! I think he did. He hit him with a Doom Glory kill. Well, that is something. Holy fuck. That may be one of the craziest strength feats you've seen so far. And you got the white tattoo on his hand. A white tattoo. He reported directly to the head. No wonder he was so strong. Fuck off. You can't do that to him. It's like, wow, he was so strong. He didn't immediately die from me snapping his neck into a 90-degree angle with a karate chop. So obvious he was one of the direct subordinates. You'd better come and get it already. Your boy Ryuki is right here with me. I'm gonna kill you, Connector. Oh. So I was wondering, who are we gonna have fight, you know, Shen? Because Shen's strength has been implied to be ridiculous. You would be safe to assume, based on the way that they've built up Shen so far, he is the strongest character. I feel like that's probably a safe assumption. Mukaku is a guy that, with his reputation, it would probably be safe to assume he's around that level as well. So we were wondering, when we have this group going to the inside, it's like, yeah, we've got Oma to fight Tiger Nico. Not really well equipped for almost anyone fighting the other people that are going to be there. I mean, Ray will probably do fine against someone, but, you know, other than him. And even then, I'm pretty sure he's dipping out pretty soon. Who the fuck's going to fight Shen? Oma's really strong. But I don't think Oma's, like, a top-of-the-verse character yet. He's high tier as shit. He's very high tier. But I don't know if he's, like, the tippy-top echelon of characters. I mean, I guess if he can fight Tiger Nico, then he probably is. But, you know, Shen seems to be a whole different animal. Mukaku's a whole different animal. So, I guess that's who we're gonna see go at it here. Yeah, anyway, I guess that's all for this week's reaction. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. I do Kengan Omega chapter reactions every week that we get a new chapter. If you enjoy discussing Kengan Omega with other people, or you just enjoy the content I produce on this channel, I highly suggest you check out my Discord server. I have a link to that down in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around. Take care.